So it looks like we can go ahead and go live. There we are. And what's up, my loves and fellow creatives? I miss y'all for real, for real. I'm going to go through really quickly this 184 template that Coach Chrissy will be teaching y'all this upcoming Wednesday. What's up? What's up? I was just speaking about you, Coach Chrissy. You are in popular demand, and rightfully so. Rightfully so. What's up, Coach E? Erica Kane, the admin of Innate Creatives. Hey, loves. What's up, Ken? What's up, Shakita? Hey. All right, so y'all said y'all like my short videos. So I'm going to make this a short video. Y'all come back at 2:05. I don't know why 2:05, but this is our 2nd year anniversary of the Academy. So we're going to go live, and I'm going to spend like an hour with y'all just chatting it up, seeing what we need to catch up on, and seeing what kind of deals y'all want to see for this 2nd year anniversary. All right. So come back. We have a whole nother session just for that. So since I said I was going to keep these short and sweet, this is a technique that we're doing here it's called double exposure. And it's basically where you take 2 different images and you kind of let them melt together, and some of the background kind of shows through, some of the elements are showing through, and in true Innate Academy fashion, I have some smart colors going on here. This is a super simple 5-minute template. If y'all don't believe me, just watch. Let's go ahead and get into it. First, we're going to go ahead and change out the photo here. And if you see where the photo is here, I'm going to go ahead and grab a version of it, bring above, so it'll be real easy to change it out. And we're just going to double click on it. And right now we have a photo of my handsome daddy, my pappy, my daddy-o, who is definitely smiling down upon us because the anniversary of this academy is nothing but his life work. So we are definitely celebrating him today. We're definitely celebrating him every single day, because y'all know I'm going to tell my dad. If it's one thing I'm going to do, I'm going to tell my daddy stories. All right. So we're going to go ahead and switch this image out and put our beloved Aaliyah here, just an image that we can imagine this changed out to. Now, what you can do for the color fill here is you can actually double click it and click somewhere like where the hair is, or somewhere that's close to the edge, so that it most closely matches that. It's not necessary, but it does help a little bit. So when we close this out and hit yes to save, it's going to update that image. Now, in order to put your own image in there, you could just simply file, place embedded. And then you would want to have an image there that has no background. So let's see, I want to do real quickly, let's do a remix here. I wanted you all to help me out. Hopefully this stream doesn't go too bad. What is an image that you would like to see here in the background? So we're going to do Aaliyah here, and I'll show you what it looks like with this background. And you may or may not have to do some adjustments. So for instance, we have the version here that has a soft light. If you look at the blend mode, so it's got the blend modes already selected for you. You can change the opacity based on what you want to see. And of course you can move the photo around, and they're all linked. So there are several different layers of this particular photo, but the different layers have different blend modes. You see, this one is normal. This one is soft light, and basically this one multiplies on top of this one, so you can turn one of them off if you want it to be a lighter or a more intense approach there. And of course you can move your image around to where maybe the face was a little bit, made it kind of look like she had a waterfall mustache, so we could change the image around to where it fits best. And you can also play with the opacity and the fill of these layers to get a little bit different effect. And real simple, we can go ahead and change out the text here. Now I have one text that says innate imagination, innovative ideas. That was a tagline that that Daddy came up with that I used to tease him about, and now I love it. All right, so we'll turn that off. And then we have another one, another text folder that just has a name there. So maybe you just want to do the name here. And I also want you to see that you have this smart color, which is a gradient. So if I want to change how that gradient plays on the text there, I can move it around, I can stretch it out, and of course we can change the gradient. Y'all know I am all for the CMYK because it represents the true colors, and pretty much we can make all colors with CMYK, and it's just my jam. I like colors. So look, let's go ahead and create a different colorway though. So we double clicked on that smart color. I'm going to duplicate this one. So I keep my CMYK, but let's go with a different color theme. So we're going to double click on the gradient, and we're going to replace these colors. Now, if you have a color scheme, let's say you have some swatches you want to go with, you can absolutely do that. I'm just going to kind of wing it based on maybe some neutral colors. I do like, let's go with like maybe a coral type color, maybe like a Caribbean kind of turquoise, maybe a golden. Ooh, I like that. That wasn't what I was looking for, but I like that. Now, the thing about this particular type of gradient, you have to start and end with the same color. So whatever you want your dominant color to be, you want to start and end with it. All right, so I think I'm going to take the orange and let that be my dominant color. Now the way that I just did that, let me undo for a second. If you take and you tap on an existing color stop and you tap anywhere else, it will duplicate that color stop. So that's what I just did. I duplicated that color stop so that I would have the same color at the beginning and end, and see how it just flows all the way around. Beautiful. You know what? I think I like this. I usually don't like my orange and my greens or blues touching, but I'm going to rock with it. I'm going to trust the process. Let's go ahead and close that down. Say yes to save so we can update our smart object. And those colors are really, really beautiful. All right, and then I can also change how these colors interact with the background color, and how they interact with the photo color. So for instance, here we have color burn as the blend mode. If I don't want color burn, let's say I don't want the green in the trees to show up and I really want to see my full color scheme, instead of color burn, I might use color. You see that? As my blend mode. And color is the blend mode here. And let's see, I believe color is the blend mode for, no, normal is the blend mode for the text here. But it gives like a nice soft kind of airbrush look to it. And then I want you to see, if you want the image not to have as much opacity, you want it to be a little more subdued, then you can turn off one of those. And you can also change the opacity. So you bring it down, it looks like it's more embedded into the image there. But that is completely up to you. That's something you'll play with to get the full effect that you want. And for this one, I am going to do a different background. And let's say, for instance, we want to turn this into like a, and I do have some, I should have downloaded it already. I apologize. I'm going to go ahead and search for it real quick. It's taking a little while with the live stream. And you know what? I'll show you the process. So I'm going to go to free pick, and then I'm going to type in heaven and see if we get like a different background. That one's really pretty. You know what? Maybe I will look for something. I don't know. I'm just really attracted to the nature scenes lately. Ooh, I like this one. This one's different. All right, so I'm going to download it. And let's just save it to downloads. And then we're just going to drag and drop it, or we'll do file, place, embedded. All right, so file, and you want to make sure that you're on top of whatever you want to replace. File, place, embedded. And this way I can give you all an alternate background here. Something a little different. Oh, that does look really cool. Now, typically I don't stretch out images like this, but because it's kind of abstract, it doesn't matter. And I want to make sure we get the full effect of the water in there. And you notice how the color blend mode recolors the image based on the image colors we selected. So that is cool. And then we're going to take this same image. I'm just going to rename this as background image. Well, if I could spell background, that'd be nice. I'm telling you, it's because I literally have a phone in front of my face. Background image, or we just call it background. All right, and then let us Alt click and drag that one here. So we're going to replace that, but we need the same kind of blend mode here. So if this blend mode is lighten, we're going to turn this blend mode to lighten. Right here. And then we'll turn the previous image off. And like I said, for this one, we may want to play with the opacity of the image, or maybe even bring another layer. With the soft light, linear burn, you're just going to play with these different blend modes here, and it can give you various effects. I think, oh, I didn't think I would like luminosity, but that one looks cool too. I'm going to keep it on what it was, on soft light. And of course we can increase that opacity if we wanted to darken up a little bit. And again, the photos are all linked, so if you move it around, you get a chance to see how it best plays on that background. And of course you can move the background around too, but let me link these two backgrounds, 1 and 2, because if they're not linked, I'm holding down Control and I'm selecting background in the copy of it. I'll hit the link button so that now when I move the background, see how it moves around inside of the photo, and it also moves the same way for the absolute background. You want that. Otherwise it won't look like it matches up and you won't get that full double exposure effect. But that is it, my loves. I can also show you how we can change out the text here. You would just double click, change out the text, and of course there's some effects in there you can change as well. So now that's a totally different look with the very same template. It should not take you more than 5 minutes to edit this template once you know how it works and what you want it to look like, especially if you already know what background you want to use and what color scheme you want to go with. So I'm going to go ahead and save this and upload this for the Academy. This will be for Wednesday, but I wanted to get an early start on this one because I'll announce to you all what we have going on, something pretty major. And we'll talk about that later, well, at 2:05, which is not far from now. Let me check in with y'all, make sure that y'all could hear me this whole time while I was talking. That might be helpful. Okay, so yeah, see, y'all can hear me. This is actually, Victoria, these are 2 different earrings I got from Africa. Got these from, was it Zanzibar? Yep, I got to tell y'all about that too. We'll have a whole session where I tell y'all about my trip to Africa, and I also did a mastermind in Mexico. And y'all, I am just like really recharged, ready to go, ready to impart my knowledge on you all and get us rolling, because I want us to be like, recession, who? Recession, what? Baby, we are over here progressing in a recession. Okay, awesome. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and save this and upload this for you all. Coach Chrissy's going to be teaching class on Wednesday, and if you all come to live class, she has been offering y'all bonus time, staying late after class and answering questions for you live. That's free coaching. I hope y'all understand what that's worth. So make sure that you show up for that. And of course, we have some exciting news coming up at 2:05, so make sure that you tune in then. As always, I appreciate y'all. I love you dearly, and until next time, bye.